Hello, hello, welcome. This is the 6 yard box. And welcome to the 6 yard box. It's all about the football. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share. This is the 6 yard box. We're going to be looking at the previewing the games, reviewing the games, weekend of week game day 8 in the Premier League. If you're new to the channel, like I said, subscribe, like, share. Let's get straight into it. The games kicked off on the Saturday. Tottenham kicked off against West Ham in the early morning kickoff, lunchtime kickoff, and yeah, that was a game that Tottenham had to win after the last game losing to Brighton. West Ham coming to this game, they always give Tottenham a tough game. Anytime we play West Ham at home, it's always very interesting, very tough game. And I said we, because if you don't know, the channel is a Tottenham channel, but we cover all of the games as well. So yeah, it's mainly Tottenham games, but we do all the other games as well. So this game, Tottenham came into it, kicked off with a very good lineup in terms of everybody was feet apart from I think everybody was actually fit, to be honest. Sonny was back. Kulu, what do you call it? Richarlison was on the bench as well. Sonny starting. So Tottenham lineup had Vicario in goal. These defenders were Poro, Udoji, Van der Ven, and Romero. Three in midfield was Kulu, Bissouma, and Madison in midfield, and then the front three were Sonny, Solanke, and Brendan Johnson on the right. And yeah, the game kicked off as normal, as Tottenham just do what Tottenham do, possession, West Ham sitting back. But West Ham had the earlier chances. They had a couple of balls into the box. Tottenham didn't clear their lines. You could see the problems showing, and it's all the problems were coming from the left-hand side of Tottenham, the right-hand side of Tottenham. And that's where the goal came from. The ball was put into the box. Tottenham didn't clear their lines. Anytime the ball goes across the box like that, I'm like, something is going to happen when your centre backs don't clear it. And the ball fell to Kudus, and Kudus finished really well. And West Ham took the lead. And I think the lead lasted for a couple of minutes, 10 minutes, I'm thinking. And Tottenham got back straight into the goals with a very good goal from Kulusevski. I think Tottenham won the possession back in transition. The ball played it to Madison. Madison finds Kulu, and Kulu comes inside from the left, playing in that number 10 role. He's been really flourishing in that role, and he finished. The ball coming off the post, and everybody was watching. You can tell that normally Tottenham's luck, the ball will bounce out, but this time around the ball went in, and from then on Tottenham just second half they come on after the first half 1-1. They come on the second half, and Tottenham made change. Madison went off. Sarr came on, and you can see that everything changed. The pressure Tottenham, the way Tottenham put the pressure on, and there was only one winner when it comes to that kind of situation. And Tottenham just ran them ragged. There was a lot of pressure. Got the second goal from a deflection from the goalkeeper. Good play from Kulu. Cuts inside, reversed the ball to Sonny. Sonny eat it. No. Clear shot from Sonny, and it just went into the back of the net, deflecting off the goalkeeper, making it 2-1. And then, it was just continuation from that. Tottenham just keep on piling on pressure. I think making it 2-1 was actually, making it 1-1 was Bissouma. Was it Bissouma? No, making it 2-1 was Bissouma. Good work on the left-hand side in the second half. They walked the ball through inverted wingers. That's why I always say inverted wingers. That's why we create a lot of chances from playing those inverted fullbacks. People go on about the negatives of it, but the positives are there as well. You can see Udoji getting into the box, just laying it back for Bissouma. Bissouma with a good finish. Tottenham taking the lead, making it 2-1. And then from then on, it was just a case of how many can Tottenham score. They keep coming forward. They got got the rub of the green again when the ball was played beautifully between Kulusevski reversing it to Sonny, and then Sonny hitting the goalkeeper, and then, went off the goalkeeper for another goal. Then Tottenham scored a fourth goal, breaking on West Ham in transition again. I think it was Sad that won the ball with a beautiful pass, splitting the West Ham defense. Todibo and Sonny in a race for the ball. Sonny got there first. So, when you do those leg overs, you're in trouble. Todibo was in Spain, and Sonny finished making it four. Tottenham hit the post again through Sonny, but it was not to be. 5 goals. West Ham, they tried and tried, but this is what you get from a new team. And West Ham had the man sent off as well as, Kudus was pushing everybody, trying to, I don't know when something must have gone wrong there. He just completely lost it. And Tottenham with a good victory, good way to come back into the, to bounce back from that defeat last in 2 weeks against Brighton. That was the 12 o'clock kickoff. Then 3 o'clock kickoffs, Manchester United taking on Brentford. Manchester United after the goalless against Villa. That's a good result if you look at it in the grand scheme of things. Go to Villa and get a draw is a good result, but because where United are right now, they are in that kind of space whereby they're just everything they do, they've been they're just in a situation whereby they've got a lot of people to prove wrong. And but coming into this game, I thought they were going to lose. To be honest, I thought they were going to lose. I think I predicted a win. I'm not sure, but they got the job done. I think they went a goal down. They went a goal down in this one, and then I think they went a goal down after extra time in the first half, leading by a goal to Brentford scored to pin up with a header from just outside the ball, from inside the penalty box. I think Manchester United had a couple of issues because the lead had to go get his head bandaged up and all that kind of stuff. And when you do that, sometimes it takes something out of your defending. Maybe if it was there, they wouldn't have considered that goal. But Manchester United came back strong in the second half, getting on the score sheet through Ireland with a beautiful finish, just dinking the ball over the goalkeeper, and then Garnacho getting the other goal on the 47 minutes. And Garnacho seems to be a player that is only going to get better for United. And this one was a good victory for United. I think they needed this win just to get that belief back. And the problem now is can they kick on from now? We always say that about United. Let's see what they're going to do in the coming weeks. Fulham against Villa. This one ended 3-1 for Villa. Villa coming into this one after the goalless draw against what do you call it? After the goalless draw against Manchester United midweek, Villa came into this get the victory um, against Aston Villa, against Fulham. Fulham are very good at home. This one, I didn't think it was going to be all Fulham. It was going to be easy for Fulham, for Aston Villa. But Aston Villa, that's one thing they have now. They have a lot of good players, experienced players from other league, from the Premier League as well. So that's what you expect from this Villa team. And it was a good finish from Jimenez to put Villa in front. He's back to what you think he should be, and he's back to scoring goals, which is very good for him. He had that head injury when he was Wolves, and that took a lot from in terms of confidence. You can see he's taking off that head gear now, and he's playing really, really well. Villa came back into it. You can see Villa there, the way they play their football, they're always going to create chances. And this guy Morgan, he's been very, very impressed with him. He's been a very, very good player. He scores goals. I think that's what he needs to add to his goals now, to his game. Sorry, and he's very, very good. And then Villa just continue from when they where they left off last season. Their second goal, though, I think Fulham had a penalty as well. Went to VAR check. That one for me was never a penalty. The ball hit him in his hand. There's no way he could get out of the way. All this making yourself big with your hand or natural position is all rubbish. Players, their hands, you use your hands to balance, to change direction. It's just stupid, you know. But Fulham got the penalty, took it. Perez meets uh, what's his name? Is it Perez? I don't even know. What's his name again? I can't remember his name. Missed the penalty for Fulham, and then Villa scored a cracking goal from the Watkins. He's got that in him. He's a goal scorer. You can tell he's got all kind of goals, left foot, right foot, header. This one was headed. Well, he headed this from outside the box, and it was a cracking goal. And yeah, Villa took the lead in this one to make it 2-1. And then Fulham had a guy sent off. Was this a sending off offense? It was a yellow card. Yeah, it was a red card. Yeah, because Watkins was through on goal basically, and then it was basically just. It didn't look bad. It was like they both went for the ball, but I think it pushed him from behind. That's the difference. And then Villa had control of the game from then on, and then they scored the third goal to make it 3-1. Their own goal from the up coming on. First touch was to put the ball in the back of his net, and that's how Villa went on to secure the victory, and they won by 3 goals to win. And that's a big victory for Villa off the back of that draw against Manchester United the previous week. Then we have Southampton and Sunderland. This was a cracking game. Both sides really went at it. Southampton got off to a good start, scoring after 8 minutes. I think they went 2 goals up as well. They went 2 goals up, leading, cruising. Then Leicester City. That's where you can never switch off for a second. I always say that to people, never switch off. And then before you know it, Vardy got a goal. They keep Vardy got a goal, Valentin got a goal as well, and then IU with that finish from just into, I think it was a couple of minutes into injury time before the end of the game, and yeah, it was one of those finish whereby Fraser got sent off for pulling somebody back on the line. I think it was Vardy. Vardy was almost scoring, and they just pulled him back on the line. I think Vardy could have scored that anyway if he was not pulled back. And IU with that winning goal, beautiful routine corner kick. Southampton defenders were sleeping, and then before they know it was in the back of the net. And Leicester, I think that's 2-game victory on the bounce now. That will push them up the table as well. And then we go on to the Newcastle Brighton game. This one was game that I thought Brighton were going to cause a lot of problems. I got that feeling coming into the game. Although Newcastle with the crowd, they always win at home. But on this occasion, Brighton are a very good side. They play good football. The manager comes in and the player just seamlessly, and everything just seems to click. And they got their goal, beautiful football from them. And they could have scored a couple of. You can tell that Newcastle was struggling in this game to keep up with the way Brighton made the pitch really big, the way they were switching play, 2v1s everywhere, and they got that goal to beautiful play, finding what's his name? Finding Danny Welbeck in the box, and with 2 defenders next to him. I think the defender should have done better, especially Livramento. Sometimes you just couldn't, you just missed that tackle because you're thinking you don't want to commit an offside or penalty, and Welbeck finished really well, and that's the way the game ended. Brighton defended. And Newcastle actually dominated possession in that game. I watched the press conference from the manager after the game, and the manager was saying how Newcastle played really really well, and they couldn't put the ball in the net. Then we go on to Ipswich versus Everton. Everton winning by 3 goals to 0. This one was a stroll in the park, as I think Everton just defending and then winning the area, winning the most of the key battles on the pitch, and they got their goal. And I think Ipswich, they need to start winning games at home. That's where you're going to stay in the Premier League. If you're going to survive in this league, you need to win games at home. Came with a beautiful finish on 40 minutes to make it 2 after, what's his name, Ndai with a good finish as well. He came from Sheffield United and he's been really flourishing at Everton. And that's a big victory for Everton as well. 2 wins and a bounce as well for them. Then we go on to the 5 p.m. kickoff, 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. Bournemouth going to Arsenal. Arsenal coming into this one on the back of a victory last week. I think it was against Ipswich. Coming into this one, I thought this one was going to be tough for Arsenal because Bournemouth are a very good side, and this game showed they before the sending off they were playing really really well. They had the better. They had the better chances and the better opportunities as well. But I think coming into this one, they needed to win some games. I think they lost their last game to Newcastle, I think. And coming into this one, they needed to prove a point, and they just choked Arsenal completely, put them under a lot of pressure, pressed them, pillar to post. They were pressed. Anytime Arsenal tried to play from the back, they just couldn't. There were just problems left, right, and center. And the way they pressed too, they set traps for Arsenal. And Arsenal couldn't get the ball out. And that's how they came. The first goal came. Trossard passed the ball blindside. Maybe blindside, but it was not a proper pass to the defender. Saliba had a choice. He could let the ball Evalison. His name is Evalison. Evalison. Is it Evalison? Evalison to run onto the ball and then get into a foot race. But he decides to pull him back. And, for me, was it a goal scoring opportunity? Yeah, I think it was. But, it said Ben White was there. Can he recover? I don't think so. I don't know. But those kind of decisions, if you do that, you're going to be you could put in the referee into a situation. The referee gave him a yellow card on the pitch. VAR had a look, and they asked the referee to go and have another look. The referee decided it was a red card, and it was a sending off. And from then on, I think Arsenal struggled a little bit. Bournemouth got their first goal from the corner. Good, well placed routine corner kick to the edge of the ball. Christie finishing really well. Arsenal rattled. They had a big chance to make it 1-1, and it was Martinelli that missed the chance. Could he have maybe reversed the ball into the left hand bottom corner? But the keeper, I think, was good. I think Aspilicueta has been good as well since he moved from Chelsea. I think he needed to move anyway. He's been at Chelsea for so long at the bench. He's been doing really well for Bournemouth. Make the save. Bournemouth stayed in the game. Arsenal were defending, and then Bournemouth got the second goal. It was a mistake again from Kivio for Arsenal. Back pass, left the goalkeeper short, and then the goalkeeper had to commit himself again. Evalilson again. It was a pain in the backside for Arsenal, and the goalkeeper brought him down. It was a pen. And Clive had with a beautiful finish to give Bournemouth a 2-goal lead. And, Arsenal, they never looked like coming back into that game. I think it was just a game that, it just shows in the Premier League. If you don't turn up on the day, I don't care who you are, you get your behind given to you. So basically, Arsenal got bloody nose in that one. Then we went on to the Sunday games. Wolves and City. People were predicting 4-5-0 or 3-0. I think I said 3 as well. This one was a surprise to me. I think City struggled a lot with this Wolves. Wolves got a goal through Anderson. Beautiful finish. Beautiful cross from the right from I can't remember the name of the right back. And then it was City just couldn't break them down. Wolves had men behind the ball. They're difficult to break down the wall of 10 players, especially from ground level. Fans would think it's easy, but it's very, very tough. And City struggled, but they got the goal back to Kivior. He seems to be very, very important to these City sides. Comes up with goals when they need it. He got one, a cracking shot from outside the box to make it 1-1. City pushed on to get the winning goal. The winning goal came controversially, though, in injury time. The ball came into the box from the corner. The goalkeeper, was he obstructed? I don't think so. Silva was there, Bernardo Silva, but before the ball came, he moved out of the way. Beautiful header from John Stone, and City get the win. There's a lot of controversy there in terms of the goal. I think VAR should have a look at it as well, and the goal was given after a VAR check. Then we go on to the Sunday big one, game of the week, Liverpool, Chelsea. This game has history. Chelsea coming to this game after a couple of good victories, good performances. Liverpool as well, top of the tree, coming into this one. The game started, Chelsea gave them a lot of problems. The way Chelsea played, they got a lot of legs in midfield, they got young players, and they look really comfortable. But they considered a goal from a penalty. There was one that was supposed to be a penalty that was not given against Salah, but this one was given when Jota was, I think it was Jota that was brought down. Salah took the penalty, and it was a good finish from Salah. He's not going to miss. And then Chelsea equalized in the second half. Earlier in the second half, Chelsea equalized. Good football from Chelsea. Good ball. Played in through to Jackson. Jackson finished really, really well. And the second half, Jackson also hit the post. And from then on, I think it was a game of who is going to take the lead first. Liverpool at home, they're always going to get that lead. And Salah is creating chances as well. That's one thing about him. He creates a lot of chances. I think he's got one of the highest assists in the league, almost getting to Thierry Henry as well. And, the assist for the winning goal was just beautiful. To that far post, Chelsea defense was all over the place. And, if you don't track your man at the far post, that's the most difficult place to mark players at the far post, because you get attracted to the football or to the person in front of you. And then there are people coming on behind you. And that's what Curtis Jones did, and he finished really well. And he's a very good player. From the kickoff in that game, he was playing really well, Curtis Jones, and you just knew he was going to have a good game, and he was the man of the match as well. Liverpool winning by 2-1 to stay top. On Monday night football, it's Nottingham Forest Crystal Palace. That one ended 1-0. Palace, Nottingham Forest winning, and I think it was Chris Woods with a goal. Who else to get that goal? And that's what they've been doing. They've been playing really well at Forest. I think they got one of the best defense in the league. Palace, watching that game, I think they just needed a little bit of luck. They hit the post as well. I think Eze hit the post. They're not defending the way they were before the season, last season as well. And the manager, he's a good manager. I think he needs a break before people start calling out for his name for the sack. He did a good job last season, just making them stable, getting them on a couple of runs towards the end of the game, end of the season, which led to them doing really well last season. But I think they're going to be fine. So, that's the looking back on the games over the weekend of the 8th. Game day 8. Let's have a look at the table before we go. Let's look at the table. Before we go. Table as it stands, Liverpool at the top of the tree, 21 points. City second on 20. Arsenal third on 17. Villa as well, 17 points. Brighton on 18. Brighton on 14, sorry. Brighton on 15, Chelsea on 14, Arsenal, Tottenham on 14 as well. Then comes Forest on 8. Forest doing really well after 8 games. If you go to the bottom of the table, Everton are way up in 16 now. Wolves are bottom of the table. Unlucky against City. If they play like that next week, they should be getting a victory or at least a point. Southampton comes up next, and Palace, like I said, they need to start winning games. Ipswich have to start winning games at home as well, and Palace need to start winning games pronto. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Premier League review, looking back on game day 8 in the Premier League. This is the football show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. God bless.